Interested in seeing more lore about competitive TF2 just like this? On Fireside, we have a memberships platform that you can subscribe to by pledging a monthly amount of dollars. By doing so, you have access to all these perks on the screen, and not only are you getting access to all these perks, you are funding the future projects of Fireside, such as content just like this. Once again, thank you all for watching this video, and we'll see you next time.
Fast Fourth rebranded under a new sponsorship from Witness as Witness Gaming.
Minute off the clock, you can try to re-push that. Here, lots of momentum potentially in the favor of Roadrunners here, if they're able to capitalize it. But Blank
is on cart,
on
1v2.
cart.
He's alive, he's going for the 1v3, goes back to the health pack, and he's not going to let this cart go unsolicited. But he's not medic! Oh my god, he cleavers and scattered shots for the drop! There's no way. One backstab, two backstabs, Fish the savior, how long is it going to last?
The science
spawns are coming up.
Can he land the shot?
No,
Going for a nice air
Soldiers in. Soldier scout, engineer, they're all going in, and now spawners are up for the defense. Into the pit goes the soldier. Here comes the jet. They're going air blasted. Oh, they're going to hold their love. Oh, Fish saved the round there.
Might get a miss. One stays alive.
Max kills after and loses 1 HP in that siege back. Lucky
Jacob
dead.
in.
Here we go back. Jacob with their stock flamethrower.
But not only did the team name change, so did the roster. Mujet stepped down, and with most snipers already locked onto teams, Poseidon swapped from heavy to sniper. And maybe one could have argued this swap to be a downgrade, though an upgrade was found in Zukima joining on heavy. Zukima brought not only a vocal voice in a chaotic environment of Highlander comms, but an invaluable wealth of experience. Zukima had been a part of one of the earliest RGL Championship winning rosters. He and Jacob fought side by side under the first place Kids Next Door squad way back in Season 2. But Zukima hadn't played since Season 12, though it was not an opportunity that Witness could pass up. And just like a repeat of last season, the competition, aside from Team Fun, could not make a dent into this reformed and somehow stronger Witness Gaming.
You know, starting out the season, basically they were a scrim partner of ours and everything too on Roadrunners in season 16. So we got to play them a lot on a lot of the maps, and I remember particularly being kind of astounded in a way where obviously I know the team's very good, I know all the players are good, but they kind of showed me this particular sheen of like true brilliance, you know, where I think even if you look at teams like MCM from season 5 into season 6, like season 5 it's a good team with good players, but that's it. But then season 6 it's like, whoa, suddenly everyone is on exactly the same page working as a unit. So I think that's what sort of like that transformation happened to Witness Gaming in particular, where they hit that moment of, aha, here's how all of us contribute, here's our plan A, B, and C. Yeah, I think that showed up in a couple ways where I remember players like Ether, for example. I know like had played a lot of 6s and stuff. And when I initially played against Ether, it's like, oh, they just like have a soldier on their team, it's whatever. But then when we played against Ether on Witness Gaming season 16, it's like, what the, like it felt like he almost came out of nowhere to constantly have such impact in a way that like was really hard for me to call against, right? And to even figure out someone's playstyle like from scratch on the server while it's happening, to figure out how to play around it, it was incredible. And I felt that come from so many players, right? Like someone like Blank, who is incredible player. I mean, you could make such a meal out of any one of Blank's demos. And like Blank kind of found that way to turn like those high frags into round wins and things like that. And who else? Melon kind of found that way to like, rather than working for the team of like what the team wanted her to do, instead of like just seeing what the team needed and executing on something like that right away. So every one of these players that like was always good somehow became phenomenal in the context of that team.
With a strong backbone in DT, Zukima, Blink, and Toy, Witness quickly raised out of the gates. But with Team Fun up next, Team Fun proved that on Koth, they were still the stronger team, product was a quick 4-0 sweep on week 6. To put it into context, historically, Team Fun has never lost a single KOF map to Witness Gaming. The only time they ever lost a map was on Vigil, which would become the permaban of Team Fun. Even then, this result was surprising, more so because of the roster Team Fun was playing with for that season. Jacob had elected not to play that season, which meant the return of AGB on Spy. Jacob, though, still involved himself with the roster in a coaching capacity. With Hunter quitting TF2, Hunter's shoes was filled by Squirtye's Figsy. Figsy, much like Melon, was a seasoned player chasing a championship. Joey Lemon swapped off as Soldier and back to Demo to fill the hole that Sin Karma and Bull left behind. Pablo was then brought in to replace Logan on Scout. Honesty retired and had been replaced by Triple. And for one more season, JJ Slim rejoined the roster on Soldier. A huge shakeup, yes, but all of these changes were one last dance. Either way, despite these shakeups, the Team Fun squad were still a very, very powerful squad and a force to be reckoned with. When these two squared up in playoffs again, Witness Gaming, despite losing convincingly in Grand Finals last season, decided to let Swiftwater through the map pool and opted to pick Asheville as the second. Team Fun made them pay for both of these picks. This is where Lenny proved to be the best player in the server. Lenny arguably had the greatest performance in a single best of 3 in RGL playoffs history, going for 62 kills on Swiftwater and accompanied by 36 in Asheville, just shy of 100 kills. And as Witness Gaming dispatched of somebody help in the lower bracket, it was now time for the ultimate test, the Highlander Grand Finals against Team Fun. And it was even harder as they were coming from the lower bracket. If they were going to win, it would have to be through 2 best of 3s. To put it into perspective, 6's Grand Finals for Invite results in a best of 5 Grand Finals, with a 1 map advantage for the team coming from the upper bracket. But for Highlander, you had to have a bracket reset advantage for the upper bracket team, meaning if Team Fun lost 1 best of 3, they would have 1 more to win the championship. But for Witness, if they lost a single best of 3, it was over. This Grand Finals would be one for the history books.
Let's get scratching.
Kicking off the Grand Finals was Lakeside. Now, one of the defining features of the map are the broad sniper sightlines, which allows a player like Lenny to have free reign, and Team Fun used his power to great effect to sweep Witness Gaming on Lakeside.
Blake, though, is shrinking that app.
Yep, Toy up on 80%. The rest of Witness gonna regroup on Ruin side. I see that sniper dot. And there's Lenny! He finds this body shot into Toy exiting the cave. Toy sets all of a sudden Team Fun looking good in this round. Onslaught about to come from Witness. They need to get this medic.
Yeah, Toy getting sent the
Here
same
comes,
spot.
here comes.
Blake
Soldier!
did.
1 rocket, 2 rocket. Blake 15 HP! He stays alive. Blake was 15 HP and Toy's dead on spawn 2. That's gonna be the round over, going in favor of Team Fun.
AGB was also there to complement alongside the absurd damage of Joey Lemons, who output over 550 damage per minute for the entirety of the map, far and above anyone in the server.
Get the kill onto Lenny. Joey is well getting stabbed by Fish, and Poseidon doubling up means tons of kills in favor of Witness. Great push out of their spawn here. Blake
Look at
trying to get out of dodge.
getting tons of kills in the backline, in the main, jumping over almost.
Soldier. Oh, Toy's low.
Not gonna find Toy. That said, though, the forward hold.
Now, but that's not going to matter too much. Last second push from Witness, trying to get out, but here's that Uber, that full advantage coming through. Cleanup coming for Team Fun. They're just going to clear Witness out of this last second push, and with only 19 seconds left on Witness's clock, it's going to be Team Fun taking round 1. That was close, and I'm happy about it. Stopping the bleeding there. JJ gonna bomb out over the top. He has clear rockets. They're not even looking at him and just finds an easy kill onto Toy. Figsy gets a reflect pipe onto DT. Easy collapse
Suki's
there.
huge on the point, though. Meet the heavy right there. finding 3 in that fight onto the demo scout as always. And once again, better Uber from Blake. Sticky's gonna launch Toy up into the air. Not too much of a worry though, but Blank already dead. Poseidon gonna be next. And you gotta imagine this push is already stillborn. AGB with the perfect disguise. Fools Toy and Melon, gets the stab. Toy caught out by Pablo. And again, I mean, solid performances from Witness Gaming, just as it exactly was on Asheville, as it was on Products, just not enough.
Blake not gonna have Uber, but they're just gonna be stuck in this tunnel. JJ, tons of damage on his bomb. Sticky's flying, and they're all gonna go down in this entrance. No one can get to the point in time. That's gonna be the 2-0 start for Team Fun. Well, JJ's in the backline looking for something. Rebel gonna go down. JJ is shaded out of the air. Great shot by Poseidon, actually.
Oh, he dropped on the Uber. So full ad gonna have its effect of forcing out Team Fun, but
they're
not that long.
They're gonna go in and block. They want to try. Point gets denied. They can't get it in time. Zuki and Fish gonna go down. Losing their demo man was so huge there. Now Toy caught out in no man's land. Will get taken down by Lenny. Huge gap by Witness Gaming to drop the demo man. They get nothing on the Uber, and Blake's building. They don't have to use. Blake still has. They didn't have to use. Down, Lenny finding a snipe, and here's that Uber from Blake coming through. Melon dead, DT dead. This was the disaster I was talking about. If you didn't get enough kills,
and
if you
there's
could not reach
JJ
out.
coming in over main, finding Toy on the back out. The leapfrog has not even there right now. Already Blank dead, 2 triples. Ether in the back line causing a lot of commotion. Some Captain coming in, but Rebel gonna go down next.
Just
Lenny
Ether
is dead, but there's just not enough players alive. That is gonna be
I
Toy.
knew that would happen if they popped that Uber. That's so sad. They just did not recognize the position they were in.
Pushing up further across point.
Witness have all the back control. They're getting a lot of damage down. Probably gonna go down. Blank though backstab in the meantime. DT gonna get killed by the HB revolver. Doubling up is the spy of Team Fun. It's being a nuisance right now, and with that, the rest of the team walking forward at the Rebel. Poseidon all gonna go down in short order. Zuki as well, getting cleaned up by that revolver. Be close. Witness sacking onto the left side of the point. They want to get it in, but Toy dead
Triple
again.
hiding in the health shack. Gonna fight 2, including Toy. Make that a 3rd on Poseidon sacking in. Zuki, I think, didn't get the memo a little bit late on that heavy fight.
Perfect round.
Triple spinning. And I think, yeah, the longer spawn is going to be too much for Hunter. That said, they're not capping immediately. Here comes the cavalry. JJ jumping
Black
in.
box bomb.
Black box bomb. Not
Rockets.
sure about that one. She's going to go down. Kills that going back in favor of Witness Gaming. They do not want...
Blake's dead. Fish with a revolver shot. That's clean. He had,
Perfect round of there, boys.
Okay, we're stalling for a bit longer.
Down enough time, but tons of kills coming over. Toy on 78 needs a saw on someone, not gonna find it. And I think the miracle hold runs out here.
A miracle on sand, it doesn't happen.
2:51 off the clock, but unfortunately, when you're starting from 3 minutes,
it's
that
hard.
is not enough.
Right off the bat, Witness Gaming saw themselves staring down the barrel of elimination. It seemed as if the script was writing itself to repeat yet again. And Witness lost in the worst way possible. 3 of those 4 rounds were winnable. It was key mistakes made in pivotal moments that cost them dearly. But Witness also knew it was a sign that they were contesting Team Fun on King of the Hill, which was a bit better, especially considering their regular season match on Product. But there was something weird about this Grand Finals. Remember Season 14 when Fast Fourth dominated Vigil? That meant Vigil was the permaban of Team Fun. And remember, every time Team Fun defeated Witness Gaming on Swiftwater, Witness Gaming weren't willing to try their hand at Swiftwater anymore. So, with Witness's map pick up next, they threw a curveball. CP Steel. Steel is one of those weird maps that has a variety of ways that teams can approach it. There's the approach to sequentially capture up until E, as more captured points equals faster cap. Some people take control of A, then B, then C, then E, and capture D along the way after control of Wishbone. And as a last resort, when unable to break the B defense, or just trying to beat a record time, some go for A, take control of lobby, fight for E. If Witness were to pick this map, they had to have had something cooking up.
The other thing is, I'm kind of looking at, I mean, really the flank of Witness Gaming as a whole, right? But I guess I'll personify that with Rebel and any, gun placements, because I'm very interested in the approach Witness Gaming takes. Do you try to pull out some kind of weird tech here? On CP Steel, some kind of interesting A to E setup. Be that, like the Exagun in Wishbone, what we saw somebody help do against Team Fun in Week 7, right? Where they just had their sniper and their gun in heaven the entire time, and, shut off that door. That nearly got them, a really fast AE time on them. Or do you just take it, the standard way, right? Send your scout soldier to E, be that as a distraction to pull the flank off of E, try to win the fight there. Do you send 9 men coming in? Do we see a bonk come out on the B cliff to help take that faster? There's a lot of interesting things that you can go here, and I don't think we were at a point where you can say, oh, this is objectively the best strategy.
Yeah, that match we saw in the regular season was very interesting because it gave us a new perspective on a lot of different things that teams are looking to do on Steel. And I think that's going to be the big storyline behind at least this map right now going forward. Yes, Witness have to win if they want to keep their season alive. They've realized that if they want to win a map, if their best chance of winning a map against Team Fun is going to be trying to be ahead of this emergent CP Steel meta. And I think they can do it, right? The thing about emergent metas on maps like this is that it doesn't matter if you are Team Fun, it doesn't matter if you are Peak Froyotech. If a team comes in with a strategy that they have not seen and don't know how to counter, or at least aren't practiced enough in playing around it, you can take the round, you can take the map.
And at first, it only seemed like Witness were picking it to throw off Team Fun, without preparing anything unique. Team Fun started off the map with a 7:05 attack half, which was beatable given the average attack time. But it didn't help that the attack half of Witness was marred by a 5-minute struggle to capture Point B, ultimately costing them the round and putting them against series point. But at no point did they find themselves cracking under the pressure. Witness answered back with a systematic takedown of a Team Fun defense. It took a little over a minute on average to capture all points, giving them a 5:31 attack time. Witness's defense did start off on the wrong foot though, as a drop-down play by Lenny killed Toy.
They see him.
They see him. Oh, and
Toy's draw!
Lenny finds Toy!
How does Toy draw?
That's a draw.
Drop down, it's drop down, yeah!
Things looked grim for Witness Gaming, as Team Fun seized the opportunity to go for a strategic pinch that involved taking control of Heaven on Point E with the flank. As the flank drew eyes, Team Fun's combo would make it a 2-pronged attack by Ubering onto B to try and throw Witness into disarray. But Fish came in clutch to put an end to Team Fun's plan with a crucial backstab.
An attempt at a collapse. Yeah, Blake's gonna find triple. Blake stabbed by Fish. That TR.
And Joey.
It took 3 minutes for Team Fun to take B, but another pick onto Blake, and then Blank stopping the flank from setting up in Heaven again stalwarted any momentum Team Fun had on E, netting Witness Gaming the round. Team Fun wanted to avoid a map 3 and kicked things off with a 5-minute 57 attack on the final round. Though on Team Fun's defense, deja vu happened with a drop-down pick onto a medic. Only this time, it wasn't Lenny killing Toy, it was Poseidon killing Blake.
That's it! There you go, he counters!
It fast-forwarded their timeline of taking B and eventually C, but with AGB forcing Toy on C and Blake not feeling the need to exchange, a take of D with 2 minutes 30 left allowed Team Fun to Uber in and kill Toy. With Uber ad for last, Team Fun were able to use this onto E, and heroics from Lenny dropped both DT and Toy on E, as Witness were at 98% Uber. With 1 minute and 20 seconds left, their grand finals hopes dashing away, the flank of Witness came in clutch, as Blank and Ether found 3 on the flank, including Blake. In part thanks to the slower spawns for the defense, Witness finally gained a foothold on E and forced map 3. Now, the last map was Asheville, a King of the Hill map. Having reached map 3, Witness Gaming were faced with another of Team Fun's strongest maps. Witness Gaming begun the map by winning the first mid, which would become a reoccurring theme throughout the map. In return, the counter approaches of Team Fun's Uber exchanges allowed flank players like AGB to clean up in the aftermath of each fight, allowing Team Fun to steal Witness Gaming's thunder. It definitely helped that Triple was having the best game of his life, as flanks from him from under the point repeatedly found success. And Witness Gaming found themselves on the back foot in a map for the third time in a row. While they were winning mids, they were having trouble keeping Toy alive, or preventing Toy from popping to counter sacks. Not only that, they failed to capitalize on Uber advantages, and were losing too many players in teamfights. Losing the first round, and now facing a 1:30 time deficit in the second round, some things just started to click. Keeping Toy alive was huge, but Blank and Ether came in clutch in multiple fights, including 2 picks by Blank, onto Blake in back-to-back fights. Each fight kept going Witness's way, and soon the score evened up. The next round saw Witness Gaming winning the mid-fight again, but they would keep collapsing in the latter parts of the round, and Team Fun took the lead yet again. Despite being down 2-1 at the half, Witness kept trading blow for blow, pound for pound, with Team Fun. Neither team could get ahead of the other. If one team took a round, the other answered in kind. Neither team could string 2 rounds together, and because of that, the series reached 3-3. One round would end up deciding if RGL would crown Team Fun as champions yet again, or if the season would prolong to next Monday for a bracket reset. For Witness Gaming, they had won 5 out of the 6 mid-fights. It was essential to their win condition to keep on doing that and keep Toy alive at the same time, something they had been failing to do.
This round, no one's going hyper quite yet. Look at Ether, he's so aggressive, but he just rockets himself in the face. Blank in the back though, Blank doing so much damage. Lenny gonna go down, Blank to a reflect rocket from Melon! Oh, the shutter mid goes disastrously for Team Fun. They need to try to get a kill into Toy here. Triple gets a lot of damage done, gets the kill into Zuki, but Toy is still alive and thriving. It's just AGB, solid mid fight. Witness Gaming take it, 6-1 in mids on the map.
Baz, I like that non-committal bomb. To draw some attention, get some damage, find the mini, push them back a little bit, not overcommitting to the death. Lenny, though, getting positioning on ramp. Uber's going to come out. Zuki saved there, but Lenny taken out on the side. No sniper means that Poseidon's standing tall right now. Joey in the shutter, trying to get any damage. He thinks he's already dead. Zuki going to be traded out. Pablo running him down. Melon trying to get some extra damage, but it will not be enough. Zuki going down means that that's enough of an opening for Team Fun to come back in, take this point.
Defense off here. If point gets flipped again, Witness just need to keep flipping over. Rockets coming over from Ether. He's so high pressure. Blake, 1 HP, and you gotta imagine Fish is gonna do it! There's Fish with the stab in the backlines, doubles up onto Lenny, and that's exactly what Witness need to close this out.
Yep, gotta watch out. Some damage coming in onto Toy, but Pablo gonna come in over the roof, gets shot out of the air. Majestic ragdoll soaring into the ramp, and as you said, if we can flip the point right back, Blake dies as well, so that's a full ad now. They want this bracket reset more than they've wanted anything before.
He's been ineffective for the most part on getting this medic in this round. Ether goes over for a lot of damage, just commits for it this time. Will lose his life for it, does a lot of damage, but that is a man down for Witness, a bleed in downtime. It's a 97.
Shutter, not able to find anything. Uber popped out, wanted to save Zukima, risk a little bit of pressure from the shutter. Coming in, Blake only on 60%. Uber is not going to factor into this overtime fight. That said, DT gets the headshot, the boomstick finishes him off. They are going to get overtime off of this.
Zuki's running the fight, Joey!
Yeah, Zuki just running in, gonna go down to an arrow from Blake. Blake, excuse me, but Blake
look at the NG! Look at the NG Rebel! Gets hit on heavy load, triple. It's just triple. Melon wants it. I don't know if you want that fight though. Heavy versus Pyro. Heavy tends to win that one, but it will be the cap up. Overtime secured for Witness. Blake has full Uber. Poseidon snipes down triple. It's a long spawn for this defensive heavy. And remember, Blake has a full Uber. You have to imagine a sack wants to come in soon. Ether's been money on these sacks. Blake needs to keep this Uber, or Team Fun can kiss their chances goodbye.
It cascaded into Witness being in overtime, requiring only 1 more point capture to win the game.
Witness gonna take their time clearing out lobby, making sure everyone is ready to go. 1 cap is all they need to send us to a bracket reset. No disasters have to happen, but look at this. Triple and Hyphen are underneath bats. We saw Triple do this in round 1 to great success. We'll see if it gets anything this time. They need it to. 55% for Blake. Witness taking their time. They know one shot. That's all they need, and that's all they have at this point. We'll see if they can get it across. Fish gonna go for the decloak. Here's the Uber.
Yep, Zuki dropping down. Triple still hiding in secret. They haven't
Joey's
found
dead.
it yet, but they're getting so much cap time. Triple
Watch
about to
Triple,
out
Triple.
from secret on
Triple.
Toy. They're gonna get Toy, but the cap is still coming in strong.
They have to block. They have to block. Ether's back. Ether does damage, gets to 2K. Ether cleans it up, and they're gonna win the game 4-3 in favor of Witness Gaming, forcing the bracket reset in grand finals.
They had won the best of 3. They had defeated Team Fun, a monumental task and one deserving of praise. But the fight wasn't over, not nearly over, because they had to do the same thing on Monday all over again. Another bracket, another best of 3. And this time, Team Fun would be ready. Next Monday rolled by, and everyone tuned in again with the stage set for a potential Witness Gaming upset. Yet, one thing felt off. When viewers saw the maps being played, it was the same 3 maps, but just in a slightly different order. Was this a moment of brazen confidence clouding Team Fun? Viewers didn't know, but some had their assumptions.
We have basically Witness Gaming doing what they should have done what they should have done as a result anyway. But now I think the huge, basically throw kind of came from Team Fun, where you have to look at it in 2 ways, right? Where there's sort of the human aspect where if you're Team Fun and you're saying like, oh, we just barely lost on these maps, like, we just barely lost Asheville when we think we shouldn't have, and, we could have taken them on Steel and stuff like that. And we definitely don't want to try it on Vigil. Maybe they feel really strongly that way in their hearts, like what is your heart telling you in the human side of it. So I can understand letting it go back to Steel and stuff like that, but and also for the coach, like to say like, hey, we make a couple adjustments and we can take it on these maps. But you have to kind of think, if you're a team like that, and say, hey, what does my opponent want? Right now, I think this is where the problem comes in, where Team Fun sure says, hey, we can make a couple adjustments, fix our problems, and then we'll win. But the other team can say that too, right? When it's that close, both teams have a lot to learn from many things that'll sway massive tides in the battle.
Map 1, Witness's pick was CP Steel. It would kick off the last best of 3 for RGL Highlanders Season 16. Just like last Grand Finals, Team Fun went for the same strategy, the flank taking Heaven control on point E to allow their combo to get a favorable exchange on B. It backfired, as Witness Gaming were able to win the Uber exchange and hold on to B for around 4 minutes. But 2 important fights on D and E swung the way of Team Fun off of the back of Triple.
Right, a lot of them are being dealt, but yeah, Triple gonna draw against them. Yeah, 2K, 3K for Triple, cleans up Ether on that pack. Huge play by the Team Fun Heavy, and now cap being stacked, only 3 players up for Witness.
But a Hail Mary Uber on the E defense from Witness allowed them to barely scrape out a 9-minute, 8-second hold. With a very strong defense half tacked on by a few lucky moments, Witness attacked their way into winning round 1 of the map, putting them in the lead for the first time in the entire Grand Finals. Their multi-layered attack plan proved successful in forcing and catching out Blake multiple times, giving them constant Uber advantage to win fights. However, this was Team Fun, and they immediately answered back with a similar hold of 7 minutes 25, primarily thanks to 2 strong fights on both D and E that allowed them to prolong their defenses for much longer than expected, especially considering the fact that they had lost point B very early in the round. Lenny came into his own as he found his way onto a 10-kill streak at one point. And if he was starting to catch fire on a non-traditional sniper map like Steel, Witness were in for a load of hurt, because the next map was Koth, With Witness's defense half starting with a 4-minute hold of B, things looked bleak for Team Fun. But an important exchange on D led to the deaths of Witness Gaming's Toy and DT as JJ Slim trapped off DT with a body block, resulting in Toy being cornered and finished, as the D spawn doors would be shut with Team Fun finishing the D cap. This was the turning point that changed the odds of the round and let Team Fun steamroll their way to a win. The score in the first map was now 1-1. With only one round left, Witness needed to win this map, this round. They wanted any chance at becoming the RGL Invite champions. The next map was Lakeside, something they still were not likely to win given Team Fun's impressive history on the map. As such, all eyes were on Witness's final defensive half of CP Steel. However, Team Fun weren't there to play nice. No, they wanted to win, to crush Witness Gaming's morale and cement themselves ever closer to becoming the champions of the league. They laid a 4-minute 23 attack time, completely demolishing Witness Gaming's defense. Everyone watching the match witnessed Team Fun set one of the fastest attack halves the league had ever seen. And to do it in a grand finals match only spoke volumes to the caliber of team play and coordination for Team Fun. If Witness Gaming wanted to walk out the victors tonight, they had to go above and beyond something that people were already incredibly impressed by. This next attack half from them had to be nothing short of a miracle. And so, Witness were about to give us one of the greatest moments in RGL history. Maybe not just even Highlander history, but competitive TF2 as a whole.
Engineer onto A quite yet, so I'm curious about what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. It feels like they blinked on the C defense in that second half, and that's it. They're gonna get A, 20 seconds or so. Zukima's out on the point with Toy, interestingly enough, but it looks like DT's heading drop down.
The drop down Uber?
He cleared Joey's...
to bait the drop down shot. But it's not going to work because they see AGB. AGB sees them coming in. So AGB going to call the full combo coming into lobby. What is the response from Team Fun? They already have their sniper rotated wishbone.
Yeah, if Lenny hits the shot, it feels like that's over, but they're going to... Blank missed in the pit!
Wait, he's dead?
He's in the pit!
Oh, Blank, that is a huge death to find there. Something happened. He's dead. He just died from no one else hurting him. So with that, Witness, they don't even want to cap. They're already leaving.
Yeah, no scout. They're not even going to bother. They're going to stay here just to harass them.
They're fast for sure. But with no scout, they have to get some damage. They have to get some flashes here. Look at Joey. Joey's stuck. Melon is trapping Joey in this low ground. He's going to blast back. He's going to live, though. Rest of the players out. Blank doing some big damage. AGB dead as well. Here comes the level 3. Wrangled back in. Can it go down? It's doing tons of work right now.
They're getting some chip damage onto it, but they're slowly dropping on the side of Witness Gaming. Gun finally going down. He takes that hyphen back up to spawn, but JJ jumping in. DT cannot surf all the way out. Poseidon with the angle not able to land any shots, and now time already in dire straits right here. Even Ubers, no B, no E pressure, no nothing.
Yeah, Lenny winning an SVS. Getting more pressure up here. It's just Zuki alone. Fish looking for something, but no one even out for him to stab. Here comes Ather. He's gone. He's floated back to his team. Will live for now, but the damage is coming in. Zuki, Melon, Fish all going to drop in short order. There's Lenny peeking out, taking down DT. It's just AGB dead, and Witness, they're stalled here. They have nothing going. They need to go back to the drawing board. There's 2 minutes. They have to go.
2 minutes. Yeah, you can't even bother with B right now. You got to go right for
Team
D.
Fun, no. Team Fun are already trying to meet them. They have their soldier here. They have players over. Looks like they're keeping their medic on B for now, but the rest of Witness, they say we're going. We have to just full send.
Yeah, Pablo already finding one. Lenny in the spawn, trying to get an angle off, but no E-cappers in yet. Melon playing guard in Wishbone. AGB gonna get that knife melted, popped into the pit. That's one kill. Toy able to get into Wishbone.
Look at the corner. Toy's in the corner, so she can't get it blasted off, but she can't leave. The Pyro's waiting. Here comes Melon to save the day. Melon gets her medic out of dodge. Poseidon gets the counter snipe on Lenny. DT all alone. Can he live? Can he do damage? He's doing a lot of damage. He's alive, and he's gonna get hyphen. And Blank.
Yep. Those are the kills they need. They're starting to go in favor. 8v4 right now. Low health for a number of the members there, but Joey dead is the big one. Gun getting taken out as well. They've got ×2. They have a gun in front of the E-spawn. JJ
They need more time.
though. They need more time and they need more presence. Pablo on the bonk gonna just open up the
Poseidon's
shutter.
watching shutter.
Stealing the tech.
Poseidon's in heaven watching Shutter, but Lenny, he's in Wishbone, he's doing damage. He gets a shot from Spawn, actually, gets the kill onto Melon, hits the Dom. It's just Blank here. Blank needs to stay alive. If Blank dies, they're gonna lose so much time. Blank gonna get some heals and jump back onto the point. Poseidon's dead though, stabbed by AGB in heaven. Lenny uncontested.
Blank
Blank
into the
in
pit,
again!
knocked off. The banner coming in from Wishbone now. Toy gonna have to get the hell out of Dodge. 90% on this Uber. There's no pirate.
Zuki.
The blast Zuki into the pit. He's gonna find the kill on
Lenny
Joey.
though, Lenny's in the
Stays
Shutter!
alive.
Lenny's killing them all! He has the kill onto Melon. Melon can't jump the point. She's one of the few classes that can do it. Poseidon trying to go here, but look at the pyro.
Cappers
Figsy
right
could
now.
right-click Zuki into the pit. If Figsy get this heavy in the pit, the game is over. Blank trying his best to get back onto the point. It's a level 1. Zuki gonna clear that out in short order. Look at Lenny. He's doing the spawn peek. If Lenny can get the scout the point, it's over.
Triple playing in hell, trying to
in
get
the
the
pit.
chips onto point. Toy dead right there. Got the Uber off. But
Times
not
3, no
before
heals.
into the pit.
No heals. Blank is 1.
Yeah.
Blank is 1.
They
have
have
him
the
in
cap
London.
times right now. They have the cap time. Joey goes down. Pablo in
12
front.
seconds.
Try to sack on it. Gets
Rebel,
one kill, but
Rebel
it's not going to be
jumps
enough.
over. They're
Witness
killing
Gaming,
them all.
the
7
miracle,
seconds.
the miracle of season 16. 4 seconds left. They're going to take the map.
Witness Gaming wins still 2-1. That is the craziest ending to a map in Grand Finals history. It has to be. That was desperation. Their B play failed twice. They had to go AE, and in the end, everyone plays well enough to pull it off. Rebel sentry jumping over to be just enough cap time. Melon denying the air blast on Toy into pit. Zuki peeking to kill them all, and when they peeked out to kill his scout. There was at one point, triple flanked lower in Lunchbox in Hell and took Blank to 1 HP. If Blank died there and lost his 2x, the game is over.
What a way to end the map. And if you're Witness Gaming, you're counting your lucky stars. But you also know the job isn't done yet. Witness Gaming were elated after map 1, but Team Fun were quick to send them back to Earth. Team Fun channeled their anger heading into Lakeside. Sure, Witness had found the chink in their armor, but Team Fun reminded them just who they were up against. They were Team Fun on Lakeside, and Team Fun reigned supreme. 4-1 was the scoreline, and it was no better way to end a season than going to map 3. To put this into context, this was going to be map 6 of the Highlander Grand Finals. Team Fun, as the upper bracket winners, could have won the whole thing 4 maps ago on CP Steel in the first bracket. But instead, the series was going into its 6th and final map, Asheville. There were no more bracket resets, no new map picks, or time to spare. This was the moment that the Invite champion would be crowned. And for Witness Gaming, if they won, they would become the first in RGL Invite Highlander history to win a bracket reset. This was the last map, the last chance either of these teams had of winning the RGL Grand Finals. It all came down to this. Whoever won this map would be the first place victors. And Witness Gaming went straight back to their winning ways on the first mid-fight. For some reason, Team Fun just never found any ground on the mid-fights. They were great at adapting, but they just couldn't make those adaptations on the mids to steer them in their favor. But if there was one thing going for Team Fun, their pushes back into mid would always bring them back into the game. Once they had control of the point, Team Fun found massive success in kiting Witness Gaming's repushes, even getting picks onto Toy thanks to the work of JJ Slim. Speaking of JJ Slim, the man of the hour was key in bringing Team Fun back with some solid work on the flank and following up in the fights. Yet, despite JJ Slim's work, a scrappy fight on the overtime point swung the tide of the round towards Witness Gaming, and the individual moments from Zukima and Blank were crucial in winning the round. One of the biggest mistakes Team Fun made in this round was the lack of Uber building. Despite respawning at the same time, Toy's ability to build Uber was crucial in enabling the round-winning fight to go Witness Gaming's way. The first round went to Witness, and the gods of Highlander bled yet again. Team Fun finally struck gold on the next mid-fight and claimed only their second win out of 9 mid-fights played on Asheville. But their victory was short-lived, as Witness immediately reclaimed mid on the very next fight. One thing to note was how Witness Gaming concocted a strategy solely to shut down Lenny. Whether it was the flank shoves and bombs from Ether and Blank to Poseidon's defensive sniper playstyle, all of it was done to shut down Lenny. Recognizing this, Team Fun slowly pressured with the intention of baiting in over-aggression from Witness Gaming's flank onto Lenny and collapsed on the rest of Witness to great success. Team Fun proved that they could win even if Lenny was not able to go on a rampage. Despite their strategy of shutting down Lenny, Witness went right back to winning mids, and this time, Witness remained steadfast in maintaining their lead. There were a few hiccups along the way, but this round was the first dominant round Witness had had on this map, and their flank Ether and Blank had shown them the way. Combining for 43 kills, Ether was instrumental in putting Blake and Lenny into a chokehold, whereas Blank asserted himself as the best player on the server with many multi-kill sequences to give his team the lead. Despite the famed ability of Team Fun to come back and make counter adjustments, they couldn't figure out the mids. Regardless, JJ Slim gave them a breath of life as a bomb onto Toy from Bats stalwarted any momentum Witness Gaming had. This play snowballed into Team Fun's favor as the combo of Triple and Joey Lemons pincered the Witness Gaming's players onto AGB, allowing them to tip the scales in Team Fun's favor. Lenny, with the pressure now off his back, would immediately get 4 kills, including a crucial one onto Toy. But the main star was Joey Lemons, who had been on a rampage en route to a Team Fun round win. The problem with Witness Gaming, despite fulfilling most of the obvious win conditions for Koth, was that they struggled to regain the footing that they started with if they ever gave up the point. Much like the last round, Witness won the mid-fight, but when Team Fun had an individual play such as AGB's backstab onto Toy, it compounded into a disastrous Witness Uber exchange. This led to Witness blowing yet another round lead. For Witness Gaming, their success started and stopped on the mid-fights, and Team Fun would clean house after that. But once Ether broke through Team Fun's defense and took down Lenny and Blake, Witness Gaming were finally back into the swing of things. A subsequent Uber pop out of Shutter caught Team Fun off guard and led to yet another kill onto Blake. There was no way Witness could blow this, right? Well, JJ Slim happened. Again. A pressure between him, AGB, and the rest of Team Fun got the kill onto Toy. Team Fun bled just enough time off the clock that, with no time left, Witness were sent beelining to another Team Fun massacre. They were down 2-3. There was no more room for mistakes. To fight for so long yet feel so distant from the championship would have destroyed any team's mental. Witness had constantly gifted themselves a head start and then failed to convert it into winning rounds. The team only had one halftime left, and they were alone with their own thoughts and the dread of losing what they had worked so hard to achieve. But this was it. Do or die. No more time to go over strategies. No more time to practice aim or DM. If they wanted to win, they had to be nearly flawless from here on out. So they weren't done yet. They weren't going to roll over and let Blank and company leave them in ruins. Season 16 would not be a repeat. Witness Gaming were thirsty for revenge, and they had the blueprints needed to win Asheville. They just needed to execute the plan properly. We're now in sudden death. This is the final half of RGL's Season 16 Highlander. Either Witness Gaming would redeem themselves after multiple seasons of failure, or Team Fun would further cement their place as one of the best Highlander cores in competitive TF2 history. For Witness, the blueprint needed to be executed properly in order to take what was rightfully theirs. Step 1. Cleanly win the mid-fight and ensure Team Fun's medic dies. Step 2. Pressure Lenny with either defensive play from Poseidon or commit a bomb from Ether. Step 3. Win and maintain the advantage in the Uber exchange and post-Uber fights. Well, Step 3 didn't exactly go according to plan. The Uber exchange looked like it was ending well, but then everyone on Witness kind of collapsed and died, yet again. And Team Fun would cut the lead. With their advantage dwindling, Witness needed the next fight to go their way, but they were now on the back step. And it was looking grim. Their flank star duo in Blank and Ether fell shortly after Uber charges had faded. But there was still a class on the field that could dispel Witness Gaming's woes. That person? Poseidon. The person that people thought would be a downgrade from Mujette. Poseidon came up clutch with a 3K that included a winning sniper v sniper duel versus Lenny. His play gave Witness the confidence to tie up the match, but then the game stopped. On stream, viewers didn't know what was going on. They didn't know that Witness Gaming had won the round. The broadcast stood still, with everyone frozen in place. Someone typed pause and stopped the game in real time. But given the amount of time left for Witness Gaming at the time the pause happened, coupled with the fact that Source TV delay for broadcasted matches is 90 seconds, viewers could deduce what had happened. Team Fun had called a tactical pause. Now, it was very rare for a team to bring Team Fun to the point of calling a tactical pause, but it was the correct measure to take given what was at stake. It was at this moment Team Fun realized their worst fears could materialize, that they were no longer the best in North America. And the final round should not have started in the way that it did. Despite winning the mid, something happened to Witness's medic, Toy.
Toy hit a surf off of the rocket from JJ and went onto the roof and lived. It was a huge surf. And why are we paused again?
Toy.
Wait, no, you have to unexec. No, you have to unexec.
Do you trade the mid win for a dead med? We're hearing that Toy crashed.
Yeah, we're hearing Toy crashed.
It felt as if the world was working against Witness to rob them of their win. But viewers would soon breathe a sigh of relief. Toy had crashed, but thankfully hadn't disconnected, nor died. But this brief moment of inactivity from Toy had pushed Witness into going for a sack onto Blake to compensate for the time that Toy was not healing. And it was a disaster. Team Fun marched forward and looked like they were gonna pull off their patented comeback. The round was tied up. But Witness found an opening as a key sniper v sniper win from Poseidon allowed Ether to bomb onto Bats and corral Team Fun into chasing him. He juked his way into killing both Hyphen and Pablo, allowing Witness to maintain their footing. Another Uber trade ended decently for Witness Gaming, and it seemed like the post-fight had gone their way as well. But AGB found a huge timing onto Toy with a crucial backstab. Not another collapse. Not when Witness were 5 seconds away from victory. It couldn't end like this. It shouldn't end like this, but a huge sack from Ether and the rest of Witness negated whatever Uber ad Blake had and gave them an opportunity to get over all the hurdles that they had endured up until now. One last push. That's all it was. One last chance to put the nail into Team Fun's coffin. Fish and DT knew that they could not let this chance slip out of their hands. Despite a huge Uber that killed Joey Lemons, Triple, and JJ Slim, Witness were not out of the woods yet. They could have gotten lost in the chaos, but Fish made a great call to set the stage for one of the most iconic endings in competitive TF2 history.
Stack! Heavy!
Wait, 95! 5 seconds!
Alright, Shutter. Look at Beth, look at Beth!
No, 95! You have just
Melon has our best!
I got him.
Let's fucking go!
Season 16 of RGL Invite Highlander down to the wire, and Witness Gaming are able to break their single-digit curse, take the round, and Melon, with the clutchest air blast of her long career, locks in the championship for Witness Gaming.
Witness Gaming's excitement was palpable. This excitement was the culmination of 4 seasons of working endlessly, map reviewing, scrimming, and demo reviewing. There were days spent agonizing about their Season 14 loss to Team Fun. There were times where these players wanted to give up, as if there wouldn't be a light at the end of a tunnel. But they had finally done it. There were players on this team, like Melon and Rebel, who toiled for years winless in UGC and RGL. Finally, they had something to show for it. It was redemption for Fish, who had shied away from the spotlight when it beamed on him the brightest. Once a condescending, trash-talking, stuck-up player in his own right, Fish hunkered down and worked hard to reach this moment. And there's Blank, who had been made fun of by his former teammates on Team Fun for remarks made after losing to them in Season 14. Revenge had never felt so sweet, and little did he know, Team Fun couldn't live with their own failure. And where did that bring them? Right back to Blank. And for most of the players on the team, this would be the apex of their career. For some like Fish, winning had allowed them to end their TF2 career feeling like they had accomplished everything that they set out to do. Season 17 was just around the corner, and only Blank and Melon remained on the team. Now merging with their long-standing rivals in Team Fun, we may never see the Season 16 Witness Gaming roster play again, with the majority of these players. But Witness Gaming's ability to overcome trials and tribulations to defeat Team Fun has cemented their place in competitive TF2 history. And what a Cinderella story this win was.
Let's fucking go!
Let's fucking go! Oh my god!